Hi, Dr. Leslie Austin here. Today I'd like to teach you a little trick about how to figure out what's going on with you when you're in a swirl of emotions. It's a simple trick, but it's very powerful. And one is about sorting out what's going on, and the second half is how to make decisions, how to know what to do next. So here's the first part. When you're in the swarm of feelings and they're intense and you're all, I don't know what, you're having all kinds of emotions going on, pick one. When you're caught in a very intense emotional sensation, because they are kind of sensations, and you don't like it, particularly the ones that we feel or experience as negative, anger, depression, anxiety, fear. When you're caught up in one of those, and it seems to be going on and on, especially if you can't name the specific source, if it's not, there's a huge bear about to attack me and I'm afraid, that makes sense. I'm sitting in my home, nothing is wrong, nobody's bothering me, nothing's going on, and I'm just afraid. That's called global. It's called free floating in psychotherapy. I just feel so anxious. I'm so nervous. I'm so wired. Is there something specific that you're anxious about? Are you going to go on stage this evening and you're afraid to be on stage? That's specific, and there's a way to handle that. If it's just free-floating anxiety, what do? So here's what you do. Ask yourself, first of all, how much of what I'm feeling is really mine? Is there something specific going on with me that I can address or deal with? Is there some issue or something that I can handle or manage or deal with? And if the answer is no, ask yourself, is feeling this serving any important purpose for me? Is it helping me in any way? Because you may be picking up on the zeitgeist. You may be picking up on the fact that the news that day was horrible, or there was a hurricane and a lot of people's homes got destroyed, or everybody's crabby because politics is driving them crazy, or who knows what. But the pandemic has certainly depressed many, many, many people. And to me, the real virus is fear. The worst virus of all is fear, because even if you're not ill from the actual COVID-19 virus, the fear that's going around is weakening people's immune systems and weakening our will to thrive and be happy. So is it serving any purpose for you to have those feelings if they're kind of global and free-floating? The answer most of the time is no. So what do? Distract yourself? Focus on something right there in that moment. What is the next one thing that I can do that will make me feel better? What is the one single next thing that I can do right now to focus on, to take myself out of that spin and into something that makes me feel better? Read, take a bath, walk outside, pet your dog or cat, make something to eat, sing, dance, go to sleep. Doesn't matter. Do anything you like, anything that you can get absorbed in to take your mind away from spinning with all of that information and all that energy and all of those emotions that aren't really helpful to you. That's number one. Number two, when you want to make a decision and you can't quite decide and you just don't know what to do, connect to your own energy. This sounds simple, but it's very profound. Ask yourself, do I want to do this? If your energy goes up, the answer is yes. If your energy goes down, the answer is no. If the answer is, I don't know, I can't tell, you're either asking too soon, too late, or the wrong question. Therefore, don't do anything. Take a pause. Go do something else completely and come back to the question again. Now, I've used something called the I Ching, a Chinese oracle, ancient Taoist oracle, for much of my life. My uncle taught it to me when I was, I think, about 9. And the I Ching has been a good friend, and you originally tossed 49 yarrow sticks. Now, in modern times, we use 6 coins, and it comes out in certain patterns. And the principle of the I Ching is that we're always moving from one energy into another into another, and whichever, what are called hexagrams, groups of 6 lines, whichever moment of energy comes up that you're in, it came from somewhere and it's moving somewhere. So it's called the Book of Changes. And so I would like to suggest to you that when you are in an emotion or a set of emotions and you can't quite decide what to do, and you don't get energy going up yes or energy going up down, both of which are clear, realize that in that moment you're in a transition and come back to it. And then choose wisely when you get a clear yes or a clear no. So those are 2 good ways to take care of yourself. When you're having feelings, honestly, it doesn't matter whether they're yours or they're from outside. If you don't like them, change them. Put your focus elsewhere. If you do like them, enjoy them.